Oh my son, you could be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you will be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. Oh my daughter, you be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future.
On your handles, showing every Wednesday on all our social handles on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and the rest from 11 a.m. every Wednesday. So each time you hear the song, just know that you are live with Business Talk with Fon Felix. It's a weekly way of contributing to the business success of communities, a way of encouraging entrepreneurs. It's our own way of contributing our own quota to the success of business community. Welcome again. Remember, like we always say, we're always available for you. Please, in case you need us in anything, please always remember to follow me on my handles. Please, if you're following us on YouTube, please remember to click on the subscription button so that you can get notifications of our subsequent editions and other bulletins. If you're following us on YouTube, on Facebook, you're following us on Instagram, please remember to like, share, comment, tag someone. Please mention someone you know that this podcast will be of benefit to. It's a way of contributing to the success of business community, particularly for entrepreneurs, startups, and small business owners. So this is what we do every Wednesday from 11 a.m. showing on your handles on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and other handles. Please, like we always say, in case you have need of the audio recordings, maybe you have mixed any of the recording of the previous broadcast and you wish to have the audio recording, please, you can always indicate interest and it will be delivered to you at no cost at all. Last week, we started and did a discussion on declaring profit, declaring your profit. Remember, as a business fiscal year is ending, it is essential for you to declare your profit. It's essential for you to balance your business, to know whether you were at loss, to know whether you're on profit and all of that. Or particularly, we say for those who are doing business with partners, who have investors, who have people who have invested into your business, people who bought shares. So it's essential that as the business window is winding up, that you also do what? That you declare your profit. And we say that it is easier for business people to always declare their debts. It's always easy for business people to declare their losses against declaring their profit. I will try to emphasize and encourage that in as much you can be quick to declare your losses to your partners, you can be quick to declare your losses to your investors, you can be quick to declare your losses to everybody, to your vendors. Please also be quick to declare your profit, because business is all about profit and loss. So sometimes you make profit, sometimes you make losses. So if you can be quick to declare your losses, you can be quick to declare your asset that your business for the fiscal year for that you didn't make profit. Please also be quick your profit. That way you build the trust, that way you gain the credibility, that way you gain the trust of the partners and those who have invested into your business. So that is what we encouraged last week. So try as much as possible, as the business is running up, get a standard auditor, be able to audit your business account and try to know, so that when you are being charged for the tax, when you are being asked to pay tax, you can know exactly what you are being taxed for, so that you don't pay blindly, you don't do business blindly. So keep records of every transactions. As the business is winding up, subtract all your expenses, subtract all your business costs, subtract all your running costs, to be able to get your gross profit and your net profit. So that way you know that if you have started the year 2025 with a capital base of 20 million naira, and by November 26th, as of today, your profit or your capital base is put at maybe 19 point something million. So it means that you've counted a lot of losses in business. But if you have started the business with a capital base of 20 million, and as of 26 November today, your business can record or can be accounted for or amount to the tune of maybe 20 point something million or 30 million, as the case may be. So that will tell you that you're actually in the better way, you're in a positive. So your gross profit is positive. So profit can be negative or it can be negative or positive. Do you understand me? So it's easier for business people to recognize their losses than also recognizing their profit. So we try to make you understand that you should be able to know when your business is running at loss. You should be able to know when your business is doing what is also running on profit. And by the time your business is running at loss, which we discussed about 2 weeks ago on the past two editions, then you should be able to cover up some tactics and strategies for you to bounce back to business. So that was what we discussed last week on declaring your profit. Declaring your profit. So that was the discussion for last week, declaring your profit in business. This week, we shall, of course, continue on our business tips. And the tips we're going to be discussing today, remember what to share every week is tips for success in business. Tips for success in business. So we share essential tips for success in business, particularly for entrepreneurs, startups, and small business owners. Today, we shall be looking at patience and consistency in business. Patience and consistency in business. So patience and consistency, they are crucial business success. They are very crucial in business success. They help you to build trust, and of course, they ensure steady progress and foster resilience in your business. So consistency is the daily actions of showing up in your business. So consistency is the daily actions of showing up in your business. Consistency is the daily actions of showing up in your business or putting up steady effort. That is literally what the word consistency means. Consistency means being up and doing, being steady. You understand? Being unwavering, showing up, putting up effort on daily basis. So as business person, as the year is winding off, we try to put up all the top six in sequence so that it can give us a balance as the year is rounding up. Now remember, as the year started, the business must have started very rosy, but in the middle of the year, it seems that a lot of things must have happened. Or because since you have started your business in this year, you have not encountered a lot of profit. And at this same time, you seem to be discouraged at this time around, having declared your profit or having declared your losses, or having audited your account, your business account for the year or for the period. It seems as if your business is encountering a lot of losses as against profit. So you started what you can't even account for your capital base you started the business with. And at this point in time, as a business person, there's every tendency for you to do what? There's every tendency for you to be discouraged in doing business. So it's there. So I'm just here to encourage you. So business is not rosy all the time. So forget what you see on people who wear suits on televisions and they tell you that business is that. Forget about all the motivations in business. So the best motivation they can get in business is when you enter the business, is when you're doing the business by yourself. You get the hit by yourself. You understand me? So it's beyond written theories. It's beyond theoretical theory. This is not practical. So you be a practical example. You be a practical example of business theory. Do you understand me? So sometimes you read in the books, you read in the news that business is rosy. Oh, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, you have all the time for yourself. You make profit. You do a lot of this. By the time the losses come, you also suffer the losses alone. So consistency is key to business. So consistency is key to business. So I want you to be consistent. I want you to be patient. Business is not a rocket science. So people who make profit in business does not make it all of a sudden. They don't just make it in the twinkle of an eye. You can go and ask the Dangote of today. Dangote being the richest man in Nigeria and the third richest man either in Africa or in the world, or however the case may be. Go and ask him. He didn't start making business at the first year of his of establishing business. He didn't start making profit even at maybe most times even at the first 10 years. You don't understand me? So it's possible that he could be paying the investors from his own personal pocket, and at the end of the day, the investors and the shareholders will smile home, and him as a business owner will go back home crying. He will go back home with empty hands. So, however, consistency is there. So what do? Be consistent in what you do. Put steady effort. Do you understand me? Yes, the business is not rosy. Yes, there's a lot of downfalls. Yes, there's a lot of losses you have encountered. I want to encourage you. Be patient with the business. You understand me? So now, patience is a mindset according to contextual meanings. Contextually. So patience is a mindset. It's a mindset to endure. You understand me? A mindset that endures, or a mindset to endure something for a particular period of time. Do you understand me? Trusting. There's one thing about patience but in the days of patience, you're trusting that tomorrow is going to be better. So it's more like the word faith. Do you understand me? It's more like the word faith. So you're just having faith. You're just having belief. You're just having this hope that yet as I'm suffering, I'm going through this downtime. Tomorrow might be better. So that is the ideology of every business person. Patience and consistency is key and is a crucial key to business success. So you have to be patient, you have to be consistent. So you that have started the business for the year and now the business is running to 12 calendar months and you can't even account for profit in your business, you begin to ask yourself, what is the problem? Do you understand? You begin to ask yourself, why am I not encountering progress in my business? So you begin to ask yourself, why is it that things are not moving the way it should be? The thing is that gradually you will earn it. Gradually you will enjoy it. So be consistent. Do you understand me? Be patient with the business. Continue being in business. Continue being in business. Now let's look at how does patience and consistency work together in business to enable you to achieve business success. So how does patience and consistency help you to progress in business? One of the things is that consistency drives progress. Consistency drives progress. Yes, take that to the bank. Take that to the bank. Consistency does what? It drives progress. So by the time you're consistent, you're progressing. By the time you're consistent, you're progressive. By the time you're consistent, you're moving. So that is what it is. Slow but steady movement makes a difference. Slow but it's steady. Do you understand me? So your movement is not fast, but your movement is slow. But however, it is also what? It is also steady. So consistent drives progress. So when you're consistent, you're going to be progressive. When you're consistent, you're going to be progressive. So over time, what do you do? Well, keep putting the little effort you can. Keep building your business. You're starting for a crash, keep building it. So let me tell you something. I have to tell us this. I've told a lot of people who comes to me for consultancy that business is not as rosy as you think they are. You see people opening up their shop, you think that as the more people are buying, the more people are transacting, is how much profit they make. Sometimes people can be buying, you're making losses. Do you understand me? People can be buying, you're making losses. So be consistent in it. Build your brand and build your business. Then patience also enables endurance. If you're patient, you endure. That's the gospel truth. If you understand the reason why you're in business, and you know that business is not moving, but within you have the mindset. That's what we say that patience is not about mindset. It's not about a mindset. It's a mindset. It's a mindset kind of thing. So you have had this mindset that I've started up this business. You understand me? But the business is not moving now. But I want to be patient. In the place of being patient, you endure. You endure many losses. You endure many damages. You endure many setbacks. But yet you be consistent. Because why? You have already determined that you will be what? Consistent. Now, patience and consistency build trust. People want to buy from where they want to buy where they are trusted. So even in the midst of difficulties, in the midst of losses, you're still consistent. You understand me? You're still patient. People are going to trust you. Your vendors are going to trust you. People are going to trust your brand because they know what? That despite the situations you have gone through, that you are still what you are consistent. There are people who suffered a lot of setbacks in their business. There are people whose businesses are caught by fire. There are people whose businesses you understand me? Now, take for instance, there was a religious organization somewhere in one of the states that was attacked by the insurgency, and the next time we see them coming back, despite the attack, that is what? Consistency. That is what? Patience. That is what? Endurance. Despite all that have happened, they still endured to continue doing their business. So, or whatever. So, business is all about consistency. Patience will help you build your trust. Patience will help you build trust. Patience will help you build, will help you encourage your consistency, and patience will help you endure situations. So you have to be patient in your business. If your business is not moving the way you have wanted it to be, your business is not flourishing the way you have expected it to be, things are not moving the way you expected, please, I want to encourage you. Please, I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you. Yeah, thank God somebody said that patience is virtue. Yes, patience is needed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that wonderful contribution. Patience is needed in your business. The same patience that is needed in your marriage, the same patience that is needed in your studies, the same patience that is needed in your career building. Please, I want to tell you that patience is also needed in your business. Do you understand me? So profit will not start landing at the initial time. Of course, maybe it's possible for you to gain profit at the initial week of your starting up a business, but there's no possibility anywhere that you continue to earn profit every day you open your shop. There's no possibility anywhere that every day as you open up your business that you're going to make profit. There's sometimes that losses will come. Do you understand? Sometimes damages will happen. Sometimes thefts and thieves will break into your business. Sometimes armed robbing and all of that will happen. Sometimes sickness can hold you down. Be patient, be consistent, and endure your business. That way you will be able to build your brand to a greater height. Why is it that somebody asked me questions? I was in a discussion with a client sometime. We are discussing about the Aliko Dangote of our time. And the person asked me, Does it mean that Aliko Dangote does not sick? That, of course, being a big man, so sometimes we can hear that Aliko Dangote is sick. Aliko Dangote most times gets sick. Most times he gets bereaved. Most times he cries. Secret cry that you and I may not hear. Sometimes he suffers huge losses. So the same way that you can suffer 10 naira loss in your business, the same way that Dangote can suffer 10 million naira loss in his business. But however, he is consistent. He endures. You understand me? He endures because what? He wants to build his business. He wants to build his brand to last longer. Now let's look at how to cultivate patience and consistency. You have to cultivate it. You have to cultivate it. So it's not natural. It's not natural that everybody should be patient. That's the gospel truth. So naturally, there are people who have the potency. There are people who have the potentiality of being patient in life. Maybe you have been to a situation, you have been to a where there is queue or where there's rancor or all of that. You see that there are people who have this potentiality, who have this inbuilt mind in them to be patient. They are not bothered. They are not worried. Despite the situation, despite the circumstances, people are bothered. People are crying. People are hailing and wailing. They are not just bothered. They just want to be patient. They have this as a virtue. They have this as a character. You understand? So these are another class of people. But there are people who does not have this. There are people who naturally are impatient. There are people who naturally are inconsistent, even in business. So the same lifestyle you have with the same thing you're going to bring into business. So it's garbage in and garbage out. So if you're not consistent in life, you can't build consistency in business. If you're not patient in life, you can't be patient in business. That is why you have people who open us business today, and after 1 week or after 1 month, after 6 months, they've shut down because why? The expectations did not come as they have planned. Because people have expectation that, okay, as I'm starting this business, let me take for an example, people who ride tricycle, tricycle is a motorcycle. Yeah, this keke napep, for instance, they use that word, keke napep. There are people who start up this keke napep under hire purchase initiative, and they just feel like how rosy, they see how others are making it. Sometimes you see conductors, bus conductors on commercial vehicles, you understand me, within the town service. You see the high huge of currency, bundles of money they are holding. Sometimes you meet them maybe around 10 a.m. in the morning, or the one they have run through. And many times I begin to wonder, why is it that these conductors will always hold the money in their hand, or the drivers? Why is it that they will not pocket the one they have made? Why would they have all the money in their hand? Sometimes you see the huge amount of the volume of currency they are holding, and you just feel like, wow. So it means that if these people can be holding this by this 10 a.m., so that means before it's 4 p.m., these people is going to go home with bag loaded of money. Expectation. Now, we can have this expectation. I want to venture into the road to do a taxi business or to ride keke. And you're forgetting that it is from that huge volume they'll be buying fuel. It's from that huge volume they'll be settling the landlords on the road, now. It's from that huge volume they have that they'll also be repairing those vehicles. Many times they go back home with nothing, despite the huge money they have had. Sometimes the luck can run out of them. You run into those tax force and all of that. You even have to go back home and gather the ones you have saved to bring and pay yourself and pay the vehicle. You understand? So you have this mindset. So sometimes that is something. So you see people who look at a business venture that, Mama Nketi have a shop. Everybody is coming into her shop to buy. So it means Mama Nketi is making good sense of money. That is why you now have thieves or street boys begin to break into that store because they feel like people are buying, though there's a lot of profit. You forget that it is from that profit that you need to restock. From that profit, you need to make expenses. From that profit, that you need to pay salaries and bills. At the end of the day, of course, you also have to eat and feed yourself. At the end of the day, find out that business, the owner of the business, is not even doing well as you have imagined. So you have to build and nurture the character of being consistent and patience in business. So look at how to cultivate patience and consistency in business. One is set realistic goals. The year is winding up. Dear business owners, dear entrepreneurs, dear startups, the year is winding up. We have less than 30 days or 30-something days for the year to end. Many corporate organizations have already started shutting down. Currently, I know a lot of organizations that have started doing their auditing. It means that they are shutting down for the whole year. As the year is coming next year for 2026, please set realistic goals. That is how to cultivate patience and consistency in your business. Set what? Realistic goals. Those are goals. So you need to establish long-term and short-term goals for yourself. what you think you can achieve within 3 months, what you feel you can achieve within 6 months and a year, as the case may be. With you need to consider also your availables. So what are the availables? What are the valuables available to you before you build and set your goals? So do not set a high target. We started by making a case study of those riding keke or those taxi drivers or bus drivers, commercial drivers in the road. So set realistic goals. Do you understand me? So don't feel that in as much as this man is having volume or high bundles of currency by 10 a.m., that before 6 p.m. that he's going to have one bag full of money. That's not a realistic goal. Do you understand me? So set realistic goals for yourself. Then focus on the process. That is how to cultivate patience and consistency in business. Number one, we said what? Set realistic goals. Number two, focus on the process. What is the process of you achieving this goal? You have set up a goal for yourself. You have started up a business. What is the process? What is the process of ensuring that you concentrate on this daily? Of course, improving it, fixating immediate results. You understand me? Fix your minds on those results. We have people who are not consistent in business. Yes, let me talk to small business owners. There are people who open their shop once in a week. There are people go by now, they've not opened for the day. That is not consistency. You understand me? So that is, be patient, and when you do not sell early, when the sales doesn't start coming early, please be patient. Our people have an adage that says that even though you can't use the money to determine the sales for the whole day. So many times, you can open your shop in the morning hours, and this is past 11 a.m., and nobody has come to buy a thing, and to you have concluded that the market for that day is bad. Please be patient. Please be consistent. You understand me? Sometimes, people stay, open their shop, and they stay till noon, and nobody comes knocking. Nobody comes buying. They lock their shop and go home and say, nobody is buying today. Today is bad sales. Today is this. They've already concluded with negative impression that today was bad. And definitely, mindset. That's to say, we say that patience is mindset. By the time you have concluded in your mind that the business is bad, definitely you might begin to encounter bad day for yourself. So, be patient, be consistent. Use a way to cultivate patience and consistency in business. Build a routine. So when we talk about building a routine is, how do you often want to open your business? How do you often want to open your business? Do you understand me? So when do you think you can be opening your business? So make it a routine that every morning my business will be open from 10 a.m. Make it a routine that every morning by 7 a.m. my business is open. And focus on that process. That is the routine. So build a routine for yourself. Develop a system that works in your business. So many times things does not work is because we have not developed a working system. So develop a working system for yourself and keep to it. And maintain the process and focus on the goal. So many people do not set routines for themselves. This is how much I'm going to do. Maybe into marketing. This is how much marketing. This is how many people I'm going to reach today. Either telemarketing, physical marketing, month by month, or whatever approach or technique you're using. You say, this is the number of people I'm going to reach today. This is the number of clients I'm going to reach out today. You're developing a job project. This is the level of the number of pages I'm going to reach today. So develop a routine for yourself and follow it. And of course, we said trust the process. Remember, we said focus on the process. As you're focusing on the process, please also trust the process. Many people in business does not even trust the business they do. Many does not trust that the business they do can make them rich. Many does not trust that what they are doing can change their life. Please, trust the process. Have faith in your strategy. So some people build up a strategy and they do not even believe on the strategy they have built for themselves. Have faith for yourself. Have faith on yourself. Have faith on your strategy. Believe in your strategy and show up regularly and build it. Do you understand me? So believe in it. This is your goal. This is your business. So build a strategy for yourself. Believe in the strategy. Don't just copy and paste other people's strategy. Do not just believe that what Mr. B is doing is doing to excel in business is something going to work for you. Environment might differ, technique might differ, personality might differ, and all of that. So build your own strategy. Believe in your strategy, trust in it, have faith in it, and follow the process and focus on it. And lastly, on ways to manage or cultivate patience and persistence in business is manage stress. Many times I discuss about stress management. Many times I discuss about it in my topics in this discussion. I talk about stress. is inevitable. The brain, even the computer sometimes get heated. Do you understand me? So the brain get busy. Calculation, mental calculation, psychological calculation, of course, emotional. Manage stress. That way you can be consistent, you can be patient in business. So manage stress and manage your emotions. Do not allow what happened at home to affect your business that day. Do not allow how your wife or your husband or your children behave at home, and you transfer the aggression. That's transfer the aggression. You now transfer it to your clients or to your customers. Manage your stress. Come to business as a business person. Close from business, return home as a family person. But come to business as a business person. Go to school as a school person. Go to church as a church person. Do not allow emotions of what happened the previous time or what happened in the other environment to affect your current location, your current situations. Manage your challenges. Have some rest for yourself. Do you understand me? Have some rest. Sometimes I've talked about this in business. As you handle your business, from time to time, you can know when clients, like if you're selling some kind of retail stores, you know that maybe you're attending to students, you know that from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, students must be in class. They will not be coming to buy. Use that 1 hour or 2 hours or 2 hours or 1 hour, 30 minutes as the case may be. Have some little rest. Let the brain too, the brain cells, let them have some rest. That way you come back rejuvenated. Weekends, give yourself a day off. In weekend, depending on the kind of business you do, but I'm talking to entrepreneurs, startups, and small business owners. Yes, don't say because the business is your own, and you have to do everything like a jockey, do all by yourself. No, please, take some little rest. Remember, without you, there will be no business. Without you being fit, there will be no business. So learn to manage stress and learn to manage your emotions. That way, you will enjoy success in your business. Remember, today's topic and today's discussion has been on patience and consistency in business, and we'll also try to look at the ways to cultivate patience and consistency in business. We also considered how patience and consistency work together in business. Those are the two key factors we have discussed today, trusting that we put our minds to this, and we have said, please do not just be hearers of what we say, please be doers of it. We appreciate those who keep giving me feedback of the testimonies they receive or they are getting when they put all the input we are sharing. Remember, we don't just share. We are mindful of the topics we are bringing, and we are trusting that applying them to our business will also make us to enjoy success in our business. So that is where we shall be drawing the curtain to a close today on Business Talk with Fon Felix. Remember, this discussion goes every Wednesday from 11 a.m. soon on my handles on social medias, on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook Live. So please remember to comment, share. We'd like to hear your opinion. Please, if you have contrary opinion to all we have shared, please remember to drop it on the comment sections, or you can always reach me privately, or you wish there's a topic that is disturbing you, wish there's something you wish us to discuss that you want to learn more, please, you can always drop it on the comment section. You can always drop it on my message. You can always reach me via my handles, or you can always also reach me via my telephone that is already displayed. Somebody said the other time, when I said the numbers displaying on the screen that they can't see it, I'm sure that it's running on the running slide. But in case you want to reach me privately, in case you want to reach me for business discussion, please, you can always reach me on the number on 09074640585. That number is available on WhatsApp. It's also available for calls. Or you can also reach me on the number 08091702249. 080, take that again, 08091702249. You can always reach me on those numbers. Please, in case you have need of us, you want us to come and talk to your team, you want to have us talk to your unit, or there in your church, in your congregation, your community, or your school, please, you can always reach out to me on the number that is already shown on your screen, or chat me up, or contact me there on my handles, on my contact details. Or please, in case you also want me maybe to handle your designs, your graphics, your branding, and everything that has to do with your printing, please, you can always reach out to me on those handles. Or in case you also want me to handle your media setup, procurement, and consultancy, or maybe you have an event that is coming, you want us to live stream your event or do the live broadcast for you, please, you can always reach out to me on the number that is shown on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, that is where we shall be drawing the curtain to a close in today's edition. Remember, today's topic has been on patience and consistency in business. We hope to see you by next time. Continue to enjoy success in your business. Bye bye.